And we're recording.
Sure.
Sure. Girls hit your Waluigi. You all find yourselves in a little kind of alcove in a prison. It's empty. A few chairs strewn about and empty cages kind of in the corners, seemingly to hold prisoners until they can be moved further inside. What would you all like to do?
You said the front door had some noises, so can I hear the south door, like, if there's a peephole, look through, or just press my ear against the door?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Oh, fuck my dice.
Don't
Those
fuck your
spinach
dice.
puffs.
I'm gonna eat my dice.
No.
I have too many dice and not enough. The folly of
My
man.
dice are crunchy.
She'd work with me.
Ooh.
You said perception?
Tooth-breakingly good.
Was that a yes?
Yes, perception.
Okay. Maneuver and D20. And whatever 17 plus 5 is, which I believe is a 22.
22. Through the peephole, you can kind of see two guards, one here and then one kind of further inside. Seemingly, this one sits at a desk, just kind of doing routine paperwork. Another one seems to be patrolling a long hallway.
I'm gonna report back to the group in a hushed tone. Or honestly, just use the earpiece to telepathically say that.
So, I guess the question is, how much can we bullshit our way through this?
I think bullshitting with less people present is always better. I'm assuming the top one has more than 2 guards. Do we want to pursue the bottom?
Do we want to do this stealthily, or do we just want to go in?
The joke's
I mean, you two, pointing at Sarah and Indra, are dressed as guards. We could continue with the whole, oh, woe is me, I've been caught shtick.
We are in a max security prison, so stealthing is the first choice.
That is also true.
What?
But also,
what, like,
keep up the act.
what? Are we in like a like? What's in the room with us? Like, are there any like for lack of a better term, like extra shackles in here or anything to really like?
Yeah, you
step
can
up
you
the
can kind
act?
of find like shackles, chains, or like strewn about either in the cages or behind like one of the tables. So like you could make this look pretty convincing, though it will depend on your deception checks.
Shepard like goes over and like, I don't like to do this, but like kind of like puts them on and might as well go full into this act.
Hold on.
What?
Can you use scarves on me instead? I don't like bruising.
Is
I mean,
this
you
part
know.
of your act? Is this...
It's both part of my act and also me speaking as Arya and also the other one. Arya.
Wait, weren't we
Gee.
going?
Shepard just starts to hand them to everyone else who's not in guard uniform.
Didn't you say that you hired us to like?
Yeah, aren't you
guard
the one
you?
who's, like, supposed to be walking free?
Are we not supposed to be wearing
It's
these?
part
Shepard
of
puts
our-
them
Um,
down.
Part of our story that we're supposed to be prisoners, that we're bringing, all of us in.
Shepard
Except
puts
for-
We
them
also
down.
got Because we also caught, because y'all caught another one of them. Points to Shepard, Kinari. Ain't that part of our story here?
Them.
Yes,
I'm
the
them?
idea
Well,
is if
we're-
we break, you're them. If you help us lead us, to the other one, then
We're thinking this is where the Cerebus might be held, and if we show them that we caught another one of the gray ones, they might lead us to where the Cerebus is being held.
rest of us were also just caught trespassing.
This feels wonderful.
We're not gonna let anything happen to you, Shepard.
I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about the Cerebus.
You should probably worried about you more.
No. I've been given a job, and I need to see it through.
So you were caught trespassing. Same with us too. Points to his son and himself. And we're all just being taken in. We're all just being taken in for questioning and whatever have you. And we're just gonna see how well people buy it.
So who's wearing the guards' uniforms? Indra, Saradwin, and...
Who?
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah, just
Indra,
as
Indra
weird.
and the
And
lesbian.
then Ilaria looks like she should
Great
be
band
here.
name.
Or it looks important enough, I guess. And the rest of us are prisoners?
I mean, Ilaria is, I guess they're being treated nicer because they're quote-unquote Procopia, right? So it's
I
like, yeah,
also
you're
would
caught
like my
trespassing, you're a
hands.
student, so it's like, we're not gonna, give you a hard time or nothing. We're just gonna scare you straight,
So what if...
Scare me gay.
What if... we have the prisoners, but then we have a high and mighty student, probably the daughter of some bigwig. We maybe just say, like, oh, she saw something she shouldn't have. Want to take her to the... I don't know. Do they have, memory chambers in this shit?
I mean, there's magic about changing memory. They have to have something like that.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it's nothing worse than that.
I mean, we could just ask. It's like, hey, teach her a lesson. Like, tell them not to sneak around and trespass.
You okay going with that, Ilaria?
But not like teach her a lesson as in punish her, but like explain to her how trespassing is against the law.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Well, Saradwin, you're coming in with me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Should we split up then? Have one group find where Cerebus is being held and maybe have the other group... I don't know, it's probably a bad idea.
I don't see the reason to split up. Now, at least.
Harlan's just putting on, his own little chains.
Well, they're gonna have different holding cells for different types of prisoners, right?
I mean, so I think we should split up the muscle. Gestures at Indra and Shep. So maybe Indra escorts Laria to her learning a lesson, and then the rest of us go with Sarah. Wait, Brain? Was it Sarah and Brandy? Sarah and Indra?
Yes.
Who had the disguises? Yes,
Sarah and
okay.
Indra have the disguises. Indra's
the
saying,
rest of
like,
us go
because
with
there might
Sarah.
be... Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I want to hear you.
And Indra was, like, saying that, like, because there might be different holding spaces for different types of prisoners, that they might, like, you guys might get split up just in general. So he's like, how do we premeditate that a little bit? And also, what is your guys' plan within the prison other than getting the Cerebus?
Find the Cerebus, get the Cerebus
Find the
out.
Cerebus.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
as far as this plan goes.
I think the big thing is we do not tell anyone that I'm a mage.
That too.
Because if they don't know I'm a mage, then they're not going to treat me like I can cast spells, so they're not going to prevent me from doing so. After that, oh man. How do we... Oh... But if I'm not treated as a mage, and they split up people based on what they think they are, then... we're not gonna find Cerebus.
I don't think any of us except maybe Shepard is, well, Athlock. Don't think anyone but Athlock here is actually, you know, high enough on the totem pole to actually warrant being placed with the Cerebus.
Depends. Are they
This is just
splitting
mainly an
up
excuse as to
Cerebus
why
based
we're here
on
to begin with.
race or based on magic?
Suppose we'll
hold
find
on,
out.
hold on. Two people are speaking over each other at the same time. I'm gonna... Mark, what did you say?
I said it depends on if they're separating the Cerebus based on race or based on magic.
Okay. And then, Josh, what were you saying?
Suppose we'll find out once we actually talk to him.
Alright.
We have our story straight. One kind of VIP prisoner and a bunch of other trespassers.
If I can make one more idea, maybe either Athlock or myself should be the last prisoner, quote-unquote, processed, so we can figure out whether or not I should be labeled as a mage or not.
That sounds like a good idea.
Right.
Sounds like a plan. And I clasp some cups on Anasan.
Oh boy.
We'll open it up. These restraints ain't exactly comfortable.
Gotta pretend to be a good guard. Alright, hands behind your back. You're being arrested.
We don't talk
Looks
like
at
that.
handcuffs.
Read me my rights.
You don't have any rights.
What
Rights?
Too into character.
I can say that. I'm an elf.
You're reclaiming it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright then. So, what, we bring in Arya, and what's gonna be your name, Merlin?
You don't even know. I haven't told you. Every time you asked, I've yelled expletives at you.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. I'm just wondering, like, what you're gonna tell the fucking guard.
Probably more expletives.
Okay. Well, no, that actually fits. So we bring those two in, and then see how they react to Asan and Shep.
Sounds good.
Alright, game time. Indra just kind of like bangs on the front door.
Do. You hear someone walk
You hear
over.
the guard on the outside. Do.
I'm on
you
my
hear-
lunch break.
You hear the door unlock and open as you know, you just see a guard. His helmet is on the table behind him, as you did actually catch him during his lunch break.
Oh wow.
More prisoners?
Yeah, it's a special kind of case.
Alright, give me a second. Just like walks back
Has a
over to the
sandwich.
desk. Alright.
Oh, is that
I'm here
Jimmy
for
John's?
That's on my lunch. Yeah, come over here for processing.
The pickle sandwich.
Shut up.
And I would like, honestly, I kind of want to say this is a group between.
Deception.
Yeah, I want to say this is a group deception.
Can't be deception or performance.
Ooh.
How are you performing?
Like a
As a
slave.
slave.
Well, hold on.
Oh.
This is specifically Indra, Ilaria, and Erland.
Are we not
So
bringing this on with us? Is that the idea? That we're kind of like splitting them a bit?
you
that
did
part of the
say that
plan,
you were
or-
going one
Well,
group
no,
at a time.
Well, no. We said that we were gonna go just like have them be processed in that order.
Oh,
Leave-
okay.
Leave them for the end.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'd say this is a group check. A whole party.
I say just deception. Performance is less.
All
about-
right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you can't blame me for trying.
No. I respect it.
Respect the hustle.
Respect the hustle.
Oh, do you want to blade sing before you make your performance check?
What am I gonna do with that? Jesus. Hey, not bad. I got above a 10. I'm happy.
Let's go.
16.
15, 16, 11, 15.
Whatever. My math is correct. I know how to do math.
23.
Nice.
Another 15. Okay. Yeah, the guard is just writing things down. So this one got caught trespassing, and then this one, as he points to Erland. What is your name?
I'm the father who abandoned you when you were a kid, and damn, you grew up to be a fucking disappointment, huh?
And just kind of
He
like
just,
holds his head between his hands.
The guard just nods. That's a new one. Nice. Haven't
So your
heard
mother
that
a new one?
No, I heard that like 15 times the other day. So yeah, okay, we're back to square one. All right. Bring these two over to standard containment.
What about the rest of them?
The elf and oh yeah, that one.
Also, what is Brandy's situation?
Brandy's a guard.
I asked like 5 times
No,
who's
we-
wearing.
Indra and the lesbians. These are the ones that have the armor.
I thought we only had
Indra and the
two.
lesbians. The
I'm
band.
not
it's like
gonna.
two-
I'm not gonna lie. I was so just like ready to be all of the guards that I completely forgot about Brandy's existence.
You think we can pass off Brandy as a hardened criminal? Come on.
Yeah, look at her. She's killed so many people.
She is crying right
give
now.
them the smile. It looks like a psychopath.
All right, hold on. I did forget to make a deception check with Brandy. That's my bad.
Come on, Brandy, roll high.
Nope.
God damn it.
It's fine. Ilaria cancels it out.
Sweet.
So yeah, just those three, as he points at Ilaria, Erland, and Asan. Standard containment. You know, the one with the other two.
Yeah.
The big guy.
Standard?
The big shut up. Big guy goes over by isolation next to special containment.
Are we gonna wait to process him or something?
I don't want to do anything without the warden say so.
Right. Warden's out right now?
Yeah, apparently I don't know, some type of meeting or something. I don't know. I'm not paid enough to know.
Andrea kind of nods, looks over at the group as if to ask, like, anything else.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to mouth magic.
Looks over at Saradwin.
Huh?
Asana's mouthing, like, magic at you.
So you want to be in the containment with the magic people? What?
One sec, sorry, I burped.
Okay, out of character. You also want to be in isolation?
Out of character, I want to find. I was hoping the quote unquote Indra Sarid guards could find out what special procedures there are for mages before we decide I reveal myself as one.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, come on! How do I have to share containment with that one? He was flinging shit out of his fingers just a second ago. Don't put me in a cell with that freak.
Guard looks up.
Oh, yeah. One of them's a mage.
Which one?
Sparkly bullshit.
This one right here.
Okay.
What are the special procedures?
He takes
Sun
out.
is in his hand.
He takes out what looks like an iron collar. Put that on him.
Must be a Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Indra, like, over the earpiece, just goes, Shepard, shut the fuck up.
Saradwin,
You mean Athla?
Over the earpiece,
Uh,
over the
puts-
earpiece.
puts the collar on and squeezes his shoulder. Yep. This one's special.
Hassan.
Yeah, I feel all my magic drained from me, don't I?
You don't feel your magic drain from you, but it's almost like you can't remember the end sequence of any of your spells currently.
What does X equal Y mean?
There's just kind of like this mental blockage that prevents
Yeah.
you from casting spells.
Like, you can still speak, you can still do hand movements, but you can't necessarily figure out the end point, like the end
Also,
goal of your
a
spells.
son going, let's find out what the special procedures are before I reveal
Mhm.
myself, and Erland immediately
Yep.
going, that one's a mage!
Yep.
Also,
Yep.
you
It's like, okay, I guess we're doing
Your
this.
plan sucks. We've all.
So he just
God.
like scratches away at a piece of paper and then starts writing something new. Never mind. Those two go to standard containment. The big guy and the elf go to special containment.
Yeah, just... Did we get new collars or not? I don't want a repeat of what happened last time.
What do you mean did you not get?
No, they don't tell me shit, man!
You know what? Fuck it. I felt that.
What, you want me to fucking... read my Tevinter mail every single day? They don't put that in there.
T-mail.
Tunk mail.
Just take them to the cells, man. It's probably your lunch break soon anyway.
Yeah, it is. I'm working overtime. Like 20 hours this week. Am I getting paid extra? No. Is my wife
20
angry at me? Yeah.
Do all you guards do is bitch and moan all the time?
Shut the fuck up.
You know, to answer your question, yeah, kinda. This job sucks.
It's like, yeah. Like, we don't have fun at all, dude. It sucks, dude. oh, I'm so sorry. Good day.
The most fun I had today was hearing your expletive about my father.
You gotta get
I would
laid,
put
man.
my boot up where the sun don't shine, but there ain't no room with the stick up in there.
Just take them away.
That one was pretty good. He kind of got you there.
He did. Yeah, go bring them over.
Oh, actually, you know, that is my name. You can actually write me down. G-O-H. Last name, fuck yourself.
G-O-H?
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
You just see him like smile. It's like, okay, that's the second original one I've heard.
I love Prisoner Erland.
I'm assuming Indra and Saradwin take the prisoners down the hall.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Indra's just gonna try the door in front of him and just kind of like look over at the guard and just go, keys.
Where the fuck are yours?
Points over at Erland. Swallowed him.
I'm not waiting for you to shit them out, and he just tosses him the keys. I want those back in 5 minutes.
Yeah. And, you all are brought over. Further down the hall, the prison is well built yet dingy. It's not well taken care of, yet there is this mass to this structure. You can feel that the brick walls are several feet deep. They're not going to be easy to break, and then there's this just kind of ever so subtle sheen of magic that Asan, Saradwin, and Erland immediately kind of clock as this kind of like protective magical barrier, very, very slightly just kind of like drizzled over the bricks. And as soon as like the door closes and there's no kind of guards in sight, as this one patrols further down the hallway, Indra just kind of like drops his face and just kind of like goes back to his like normal scowl. I fucking hate small talk.
You were very convincing.
You're good at it, though. Yeah, you're good at it.
I thought I
That
was
a
getting
good one,
arrested.
The whole he swallowed them. That was good.
No,
Props.
great improv, actually. I would clap. My hands are.
He kind of like looks
Shame.
over at you guys and just goes, "You know, I was a guard for like a couple of years, right? This actually happened."
Also, it's not improv.
No,
Exactly.
this was.
Did someone actually swallow your keys?
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, yes.
That means yes. Yeah.
I think I heard of someone doing a
Alright,
prison
so
break that way,
Shep, seems
actually.
like you and I are stuck in the same area.
Was that the plan?
You are brought forward.
That was the plan, right?
A guard kind of like patrols down the hallway. Gives you all like a once-over and just kind of shouts like, "Good luck" to Indra and Saradwin as.
I tried to trip him as he like walks past me.
Give me a dexterity check.
Just like regular dexterity check, click.
Okay, he rolled a dexterity save and failed, and he just like lands on his face out the door. Just goes, "God fucking damn it!"
Ha 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 ha!
What the fuck was that? Guard just like stands up, just looks over, just points at you, Erland, and just goes like, "If we need an execution, you're up first." Slams the door behind him. As you are brought forward, you notice two voices kind of begin to ring out of the two of the cells. One down here and one down here. One seems a little loopy, old, this kind of very characteristic like gravel to their voice. The other one a little bit more calm and toned down, seemingly speaking from a way of trying to garner information out of you guys. The latter voice speaks. "So, what do we got here? Bunch of fucking half-wits?"
Half-wits is still twice as much as you.
Hey man, that ain't right.
was this like a guard or a prisoner or
Two prisoners.
who's this stuff?
Two prisoners behind the cells.
I can't see them.
Mm.
Can I move my token?
They're yeah. If you move forward, you'll be able to see them. This one's up here.
Mysterious.
Oh my god, the door. Can I just open it?
It is locked.
That is a locked door.
Oh.
Can I open it?
Can I just open the fucking door? Ugh, why are you guys making me do this?
You just walk up to it, hold the door, doesn't open, you jiggle it a couple times.
Indra, get the keys.
Hold on. Check to
You
make
know,
sure
not
that there's somebody
whatever the
there's
fuck
nobody
your name
behind
is.
there. God, you guys are fucking amateurs. Is this your first prison break?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
not, Ilaria.
Yes, for me.
Who's that?
I don't think I've ever been in prison yet either.
Okay,
Erlen gives a face like you know the answer to this.
he just kind of like looks over at the group. Where do you guys want us to put you? Or are we all sticking together?
This is a character, not a character. This is an Annika question. Are we planning on actually like pushing Laria Erland? Yeah. Oh, Laria Erland into like their own cell, and then having Shepard and Asan two separate, or like are we going together?
Yeah, what what do you guys do?
Like-
Where are you guys going?
I imagine we're kept somewhere right now, at least until the other two meet up with whoever we're supposed to find. Then you can circle back around for us as we're on our way out.
At the very least, we could keep an ear out for their routines, things like that.
We're only gonna have so much range down here, though.
Mentioned a warden.
Yeah, good thing they ain't here. They'd probably see through this bullshit.
Probably, but do you think they might have a higher level key around this place?
They definitely would.
Can Indra tell if their earrings would work in this place, given that they're not Tevinter magic?
Would you like to test that? Or
yeah,
yeah.
let's test it. Yeah.
I would say yes, but there's a lot of interference.
Like a little muffled, and like every other word is gone.
Yeah, it's a little hard to understand. Like if you're not nearby the person, maybe in a couple different rooms over, you may have to make a perception check, not a hard one, but still a perception check.
Mhm.
But it's still somewhat muffled. Asan's earpiece just does not work right now.
Hmm.
All right, we're in.
This
I
is gonna be a
don't-
tricky.
I don't know where the higher detainment is.
The prisoner on the first row of cells over here comes over to kind of where the door is, just like, psst, hey.
What, you need someone to talk to?
No, you're joking? But these guards? I'm pretty sure if they didn't have to be here, we'd rot. Look. Are you, like, prisoners, or are you, like, here for something?
Why can't we be both?
Tell you where the warden probably is.
And we're supposed to believe you.
Why the fuck would we lie? Look at the other prisoner, yells over.
We literally have nothing to gain from lying to you. Because if we're
backstabbed for less.
Ah, Orzammar,
Tell
aren't
me.
you?
Tell me something useful, alright? Why are y'all even here?
Why are y'all here?
We found it and we want to be. Let's keep it at that.
Why are we here? We did something to break the law. Or something the Tevinters don't consider adequate. We help you, you get us out.
You're rotting here because these people don't actually take care of y'all. And what, you hear things from these people? These guards talk a lot about their old operations here.
Oh, they're chatty little birds, aren't they?
They get bored.
They pretend you're not here. They forget that you're in earshot.
They don't care. Because we're not leaving this place.
Yeah.
So y'all got a
If you
plan.
help.
I mean, no prison's unbreakable. That's just
true.
a fact of life.
You just gotta figure out how this one ticks.
We can help you. But you gotta help us.
You can give us a lead, and if it ain't bogus, then we'll be in business.
Okay. Just like, he like sticks his head out a little bit through the bars to shout down to the other prisoner. Hey, should I tell him about the big shot that came here?
How are you gonna help us out?
We're out here, you're in there. We can fix this here, alright? We can get our way out. We can bring you along. But to do that, we need to get our way out. And we need to find some high profile.
Oh, we know high profile. Word is, Warden's meeting with some woman.
Yeah. Some big shot scientist lady.
Came down here scoping us out. Apparently we weren't fitting the bill.
She took like 4 other people with her. That's why this whole place looks empty.
You know what? I'm glad she didn't take me. I don't know what the fuck she would have done with me.
Same. She looked fucking creepy.
What did she look like exactly?
Kind of tall and lanky. Had this, clearly Tevinter. Darker skin, hair, kind of in this like weird rich lady braid, and this white cloak.
You saw that gnarly scar around her neck, right?
Oh yeah, she was hiding it behind like a little turtleneck, but was peeking out.
Shepard looks at Erland and like to try to like be like, does this?
He does not look
familiar?
happy. He
Okay.
does not look happy.
There's a Shepard's question.
His entire demeanor is more rigid than usual.
Got it. Have you you seen anything that looks kind of like me come through here?
About when?
This is Tony forgetting. When they
You're
would've
good.
paid.
No, it would've
How long
been-
has it been since that incident?
It would have been, I think, a week ago. Or at this point, 2 weeks ago.
Around 2 weeks ago?
Were they brought into the higher security wing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's over on that side. They don't bring it through to us. That's over there. That way.
Yeah, this is standard containment over here.
How did you both get in here? I know you said you broke the law before, but
Black market lyrium trading.
Smuggling.
Am I to believe either of them?
Make an insight check. Not a thing that they said has been a lie. You notice that these people are too tired to lie.
when we do what we set out to do, we'll come back.
You fucking better.
What are you gonna do when you're out?
Oh no, didn't think that far ahead.
Gonna look up at the sun.
Think you got a little time to think then, because once you're free, you might as well have a plan.
We'll open a bakery.
Yeah, like a nice little orphanage next to it too.
Well, if you open a bakery, I'd visit.
Give me a persuasion check. 13. They just kind of look at each other like, alright, yeah.
It's like,
They're like, I didn't think I'd get this far.
sure, yeah, we got one customer. Fine,
Ah,
sure.
okay, yeah.
Maybe we
What
got
We already have a customer. Interesting. Hey,
You got like a name in mind for bakery, so I can keep an eye out.
Well, I'm Bren. And that's John. So we could do like a John Bren bread.
That's good.
bread and John's.
Oh,
Brennan Johnny's.
Oh, we gotta write these down.
I wish I had paper to write
you
this
hear
shit down.
scraping of nail into like brick on the floor.
Does anyone have
Yeah,
like a piece of
man.
paper and a pen that we can
No,
like give them?
No.
Oh God! Here, in my bag. Andrew, you have your hands free. Just take out some spare sheets of
I
paper.
feel like we're kind of losing the plot here, guys. We
That's
should.
Yeah, we're
You're
gonna get
getting
lost in all this fraternizing
Let's
here.
give them something to do.
Andrew hands out pieces of
Hey.
loose leaf and number 2 pencils.
Hey, there's something you gotta know about the warden. He ain't right.
When you say he ain't right, is it just like a little crazy, or is there something uncanny?
Weird, uncanny. Barely seems human.
Like,
But-
his vibe isn't human, or like he doesn't look human?
Vibe isn't human.
Okay.
Trust me, from the back of the room, you'd assume that he's just a guy. And then you hear him speak and walk and talk, and it's like,
The other prisoner just shudders.
he's like those tranquil, but just the only thing he feels is just hate. But he's got if you want to find him, or if you want to like snoop through his shit, he's got a weird crystal on his belt. It's like the same as those other guards, but it's like it's. How do you describe it, Bren?
Black obsidian.
Yeah, it's not the same as the other guard stuff. Also, they don't like leaving their office. But if you're looking for someone specific and you want to confirm they're here, you might need to go to his office. He's got a whole ledger of people coming in and out.
What does the warden look like? Like, how do they normally dress?
Like this big hunk of metal.
I really thought they were about to just end it on this big hunk.
This big hunk of metal and like armor. I've never seen his face before. Bren, did you ever see his face?
Once. And he just starts shaking his head. No.
Does he got-
No.
Does he got the mark?
All over. No. Told you to stop bringing him up! And you, as the prisoners are getting a little rowdy, you begin to hear footsteps approach the hall.
Maybe you should start locking us away.
We gotta open this door. Let's go.
Okay. Who's bringing Asan and Shepard to max security prison? Do you want to do that, Saradwin?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Right.
Gulp.
Go.
Indra will stay here. Do Saradwin and Bran, do you want to bring the max security prisoners over this way?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Have we given ourselves an out, or are we like fully lock in here?
Indra will slip the keys to you, Erland. Because honestly, he trusts Telaria to just unlock the fucking door herself.
True.
That's valid.
Do
That's so valid.
Through the main hall and then down a smaller hallway. One of the guards passes by, and just kind of like looks over at Saradwin and Brandy. Do more? Wow.
Yeah.
2 more.
I mean, not that it's reaching capacity or anything, but the yeesh.
It's fine. This one could handle it.
Suit yourself. Any news of the warden? When are they coming back?
No.
I
No
have.
news.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, fucking whatever.
Should I put this gray one with the other gray one?
They have left.
Okay. Oh. Let's keep going.
Yep. Yep.
Huh.
Oh, does
Are
Brandy
these
have
cells?
keys? Oh, does Brandy have keys?
We thought Indra would have at least passed us some keys.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. He would have passed you keys.
Erland at least has the key to his cell.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
More
see
cells
which.
further in. This room is large yet cramped. Many cells, all kind of stand empty, save for 2 prisoners, one sleeping, another just kind of slowly banging their head against the iron. And you feel this magic emanate from way down here as you all walk down the hallway. Oh, sorry.
What?
What's up?
Their tokens kind of just vanished on my screen, but the health bars are still there. Hold on.
Oh, that's weird. I can still see them. Are you guys okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just had to refresh my page.
Okay. Further down the hallway, over here, you all see a black door with a white kind of like calendar, like turner, like stone turner thingy, that you could just kind of like an Avatar: The Last Airbender, like you could just kind of like turn different dials to get like different numbers or like different shapes, and there are different magical runes inscribed upon it. This is another door of teleportation that correlates between the various symbols and numbers of which room you would like to teleport to. Some seem inaccessible due to you having a white crystal, while some of the inscriptions glow black.
I'm guessing those are for the onyx crystal. So, where is it?
I mean, those guys were talking about. I just watched Sarah fucking token rotate and go down the hall.
The rotate killed me.
I didn't know you knew how to do that.
We just all watched Saradwin just like rotate horizontally and float down the hall.
Alright.
So the warden has that crystal from what those other two were talking about.
Yeah. And we only have the white one.
And they said he doesn't like to leave his office.
Yeah, but right now he's not here. Shouldn't that Cerberus be here?
Shouldn't that who?
The Cerberus.
What?
Cerebus.
Cerberus Assembly, yeah.
Wrong game line.
Cerberus. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Well, this is the high security detainment. This seems like the door that leads further in seems like the maximum security.
Oh, it's open.
It is not open.
It is very much not open, indicated by the lock.
You can
Okay.
like teleport through it if you know the correct way to access the prison number, but you do not have the access. Like you don't have a high enough crystal to access it, nor do you know how the symbols on it work. There's different symbols for the various rooms, and it seems like there are also kind of like Roman numerals for the various different kind of like prison cell numbers that you can kind of spin this lock to access the correct kind of like number.
You. I knock on the cell.
What? Where am I?
Do you have a clear view of that door over there?
This would, sometimes. Why?
Do you know which number is most clicked?
No, I don't, sorry.
Damn it. Have you seen a big gray, you know, like one of those guys? Come here. Get over here.
Get over
here.
Shepherd comes over there.
Yeah, but I didn't really catch the number that they were inputting. I'm pretty sure that this prison has some, I don't know, like a ledger of all the prisoners on it.
All right, we need to go to his office then.
Question, is Erland in range of Earbud?
Yeah.
How's the mission going, y'all? What's happening?
So we found another door that leads to the high max security prison, but we need an onyx crystal, and we also need to solve a code to get to that area.
Correction, I don't think the ledger is in the warden's office, it's just somewhere in this prison.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that's my bad. I read the wrong notes.
All right. So we need to find a ledger that has record of these prisoners, which could
What do you
potentially
have
give us the
access to?
room code.
What do you have access to? Is it just this other area?
Yep, this is it.
No VIPs over there? No one that we're looking for? Empty-handed? There's somewhere else.
She looks at the prisoner in front of her, and then goes back to Erland. I don't know. No one's gray in here except Shepherd.
Unless you're colorblind.
Everyone's gray then.
The Cerebus, we found him. No, that's just a dwarf.
You think I would have noticed the height thing?
He's standing on stilts.
Oh, touche.
I was a record of all the prisoners. Where would I be? She's just pacing up and down the hallway.
There are other areas of this prison that you guys haven't explored yet.
All right, so we have to go back and get to that ledger because we can't figure out what code it is unless we have it.
And from like what we can see in here, the only like doorway that we could go is the one that we don't have
Teleports.
the right stuff for.
Yeah, we need the teleportation stuff.
So you need a crystal that allows a higher access security. Usually it's found on the warden. You know that the warden doesn't leave their office too much. You need a ledger. Honestly, you just need like the number of the prisoner. So whichever way you acquire that, like, you don't really need a ledger for that, but like the ledger would have that. You don't know where the ledger is, you know it's somewhere in this prison. And then you need to know how to essentially solve this kind of like Roman numeral equation of arranging the numerals in a way that would fit the number.
Okay. Okay. I don't think you can freely walk around with Asan or Shepard.
You want to leave us in here?
Brandy just wordlessly reaches for one of the doors, opens it, looks at Asan.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not gonna. If you want me to shove you in there, I'll do it for like the bit. But like,
you hear Indra.
Leave the collar unlocked.
You hear Indra over the earring. Yeah. Do you guys want to break his fucking collar first before you leave him in a?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
She like breaks
leave it
breaks
on,
the
but,
collar
like,
a little bit.
Make it so I can like pull it off with my like shoulder if I have to. Essentially.
Give me a strength check, Saradwin.
Oh, okay, good. Same.
Okay, get in.
20. Not
Dirty, filthy 20.
a dirty 20.
What a bad
20,
20.
aren't you?
The Saradwin just like snaps the collar in half and leaves like just a little like piece for it to still stay on your neck, Asan. But you feel your magic return to you.
Awesome,
Like,
cool.
it just
Brandy,
keeps
shove me in
falling
the
off.
cell.
So she's like, all right, just pinch your chin and just keep it there in case another guard comes by.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah.
You just let me know when we need to break out and I'll shrug it off.
Of course. And like she gives him a heart with her fingers.
I open a cell door for Shepard. Watch your forehead.
Wait, couldn't we use Shepard for like? What if we go to the guards and it's like, hey, we shoved him into special containment, but he really shouldn't be in max.
You want to try that?
Brandy?
Sure.
Shepard?
Sure.
All right, let's try to find the office. That doesn't work. We'll be like, yeah, we don't have the frickin' code.
Also, as they walk away, I'm just gonna reach up to my earpiece and just let everyone know that yes, my earpiece is working again.
By myself.
It wasn't working earlier?
Not when I had the collar on.
That messes with your... like,
I think
anything
it
magical
messes
on
with
your person?
all magic, including like magic items magic.
Damn, okay. Well, you're fine now. You can still do what you need to do.
Yep. If we need a prison break, I got it.
Alright. Everyone else?
I'm good.
What's
How's the plan moving along? Are we moving anywhere else? Or y'all
We need to find an onyx crystal and the room code.
Should we split up and look for those separately?
Yeah.
Well,
me and Brandy are going together.
Yeah, me and Sarah are going to try to convince someone to bring Shepard to special containment.
Okay.
how? Like, is he gonna... we can't exactly make him do some magic.
We might have an idea.
What's your idea, big guy?
Please don't tell me it's related to the duck.
No, not this time. When you find someone, I rage and go a bit wild.
Okay, if you're sure.
I'm gonna
Just,
look at. Shh. Go on.
Just Don't be too close to me when I do, okay?
I want to make this convincing. Just you don't have to be super gentle. Just don't break anything.
Please don't be near me when I rage.
Okay, so you're gonna get them to, put you in maybe a high security prison somewhere, hopefully near the Cerebus, or...
Yeah.
Okay. How are we getting the warden to come out here?
I cause enough of a scene, I guess.
Or if someone has an onyx crystal. Or if it's in his office.
Well, there's still some rooms that we have yet to look into, so...
So that's my last resort.
Ilaria, Erlen, do you guys want to go scout out top?
I actually have something I would like to do, if I can run it by the group.
Yeah, what's up?
Considering that my magic works, I could do some scouting.
I
An invisible magic eye. That can
See, I thought you were gonna
lead
do the
around.
thing.
Like that idea.
I thought you were gonna do the team speak spell. So that like we can communicate even if the earrings stop working down here.
There are some locked doors up ahead.
You can't go through locked doors, yeah.
Well, how much of a gap is there between the door and the floor?
Not much of one.
Okay.
But if you wanna, I'll say like if you can give me like a solid Arcana check, I'd say like, I don't know, like DC 20. I'll let you like try and squeeze through like a lock or something.
Okay. For now, I think I'm gonna have the eye. We're not gonna worry about locked doors. I'm just going to everything I can access. I'm going to try to scout out for the crew.
So if that's the case, I'm just gonna move you out of your cell really quick.
Cool.
So that way you have vision.
Need. Okay. Alright.
That is the the magical door.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I will roll an Arcana to try to squeeze it through some locked doors.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
Oh, come on. 24. Let's go.
You are good. All of these are just cells, like prison cells. But if you get to a locked door, I will unlock it for you.
Well, first, I want to know who's inside some of the locked cells that I can't see through.
Just two prisoners. One that like Serdwin woke up, and one that seems to be ramming their head into a wall.
Alright. What's this door by? Here?
That is the black door with the teleportation inscribed upon it. You cannot access it with your eye.
I was gonna, I'm like, with an eyeball, probably not.
Yeah.
That's fair. Can I go through here?
Mm-hmm. This seems to be an outside kennel. You notice a few dogs sleeping around. One door.
Man, they're just sleeping
here.
around. Like, damn.
One door here and one door here.
Okay. I'll let everyone know that there's a kennel. And then I'm gonna... Oh, that door's locked. never mind. Who's in here?
This seems to be a rest area for the guards. You notice a few sacks of gold, just kind of like left strewn about the table, and some playing cards, as well as a general kind of like map layout of the prison system.
Ooh. Eyeball, float over a map, please.
Alrighty, so...
That's such a great spell. Gotta be honest. I'm so happy I took it. I'm like, I should get a utility.
You notice that there are kind of a torture chamber above you, where or a quote-unquote like interrogation chamber above you. There seems to be an office up. Up here.
Okay.
And then a completely separate building of an office down here. And then there are 2 rooms next to the kennels, both seemingly for guard supplies.
Okay. So... Alright, so I guess... My brain had to do math.
You're good.
Yeah, I think I'm... According to the math, I have 3,000 feet of movement before the Arcane Eye is dead. Theoretically.
That's so specific.
Because it's 30 feet around for an hour.
Uh-huh.
10 rounds in a minute.
So
Oh, wait. Way more than that, Jesus Christ.
lot.
There is no limit to how far away from the eye it can move, but it can't enter another plane of... Do you want to be, like, scouting around for an hour, or...?
Honestly, if everywhere that I could get this eye, I want to go through it.
Mm.
If you just want to go through the whole summary.
What do you mean?
Like, any room on this floor that I haven't checked yet, I would like to check.
Okay.
That's accessible by the eye.
Okay.
That's accessible by the eye.
Okay. There is a room over here. It seems to be the guard's bedroom. There's some healing potions, guard's uniform supplies, and more white crystals. Down over here, another guard's room, mostly kind of like for eating meals, cooking, anything like that, and a warm fireplace. Over here is a store supply room. A lot of kind of like maintenance things for the prison, and also some leftover weapons. Up here, office area, 2 guards talking. One seems to be higher rank than the other and has a black crystal on their hip. This one.
Okay. Gonna relay to the group.
They do not seem like they are the warden. They seem just like a higher ranking guard.
Yes, but someone there does have a black crystal. Yes. I'm going to let Ilaria and Erland know that the room at the end of their hallway, there's a guard with a black crystal, which is what we're going to need to get to the warden, right?
Room at the
or
end.
Get through the black door.
Get through the black door. The warden also has a crystal, and you can access the warden's specific office with a black crystal if you would like to gaze upon anything in there, or if you want to avoid it altogether.
Asan is saying again, there is a guard with a black crystal, like
Yes.
one
At the
currently
end of
about
this
to.
hallway.
Yes, up here.
Oh, okay.
There's a guard with a black crystal, which leads to our next teleportation location. I will also let everyone know about the guard supply room, because we should absolutely steal every single health potion that they have.
Okay.
You also notice a stray skateboard over here.
Oh my god, Kyle!
That must be Kyle!
Oh my god, Kyle's skateboard.
Baby boy,
Everyone,
no!
red alert, it's Kyle's skateboard.
Sir, there's been a national incident.
So
There are a few locked drawers in here that your arcane eye cannot access.
Fair enough. Alright. Is that everything that my eye can
Nope.
access?
There is the
Okay.
torture chamber over here.
Oh no.
There is blood splattered about, and various confiscated belongings. You count about 500 gold pieces worth of weapons, armor, crystals in there.
I will also let the crew know about that. That after that room, there's the torture chamber, which seems to have a lot of unused goods
Yeah.
that they could steal.
Past that, the warden's specific office is inaccessible by your arcane eyes, but you got the rest of the prison, except for the black door and the warden's office.
Alright, I will let everyone know about all of that. And then I'm going to quickly drag my token, or if the DM can drag my token.
I'll
back
do
to
it.
the
I'll do
cell.
it. I'll do it.
Thank you, DMs. Oh boy, I've been here the whole time. So yeah,
And-
there's a lot of goods we can steal, and there's a couple rooms that are inaccessible to us currently.
And here are the Roman numeral symbols inscribed upon the door that you need to, kind of like figure out the specific combination.
Hmm.
Can I send a message to Erland?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guard with the black crystal, I have an idea on how we can get it.
What's your idea? I got one, but I don't know if it's that good.
I'll hear you first.
Alright, somehow you're even less confident. Alright, so how good you think you are at playing the role of a spoiled child?
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna do that.
Because you're
I
still,
think we have the same idea.
you're still, dressed up like one of them kids, one of them students, right? So
Yeah.
what if you do your whole, what if you do the whole I want to speak to your manager type trick,
I want to speak to my dad.
Exactly, like, ask about, like, some bullshit, like, I expect regular meals for the duration of my stay, when is my trial date, all of that shit, I got extra credit, I've got a project,
Miranda rights.
all of that crap, and basically all that matters is that as long as you're able to get the one that matters, the higher ranking
The one with the crystal.
get close enough to the cell, right? As long as you get them close enough to the cell, maybe by that point, right, I can, I don't know, cause some ruckus, start like slamming some bars, making some noise, get the attention of that same guy, right, the one in the black armor, right, and then just long enough distract them for you to just swap at its belt.
I was gonna do exactly that, except my idea was you would knock him out as you sneaked out of your cell. Or her, we don't know. Or them,
How confident are we that I'm gonna knock someone out in a single blow?
Thinking about it now, that's why I was not very confident. Also, this warden kind of scares me shitless.
You haven't even seen the warden yet. We just heard rumors.
Sounds like a boogeyman.
Just some guy. Any
Just
guy
some
who's in
guy.
charge of a place like this is gonna sound like a boogeyman.
Look, I'm just saying.
Place sucks. They're scared of the people who hold them. I get what
Ren,
that's
third
like.
person, or Sarah, third person in the call. Hey.
I'm just saying. My mom looked like a frail old woman, and then she
See?
turned into a dragon.
Looks are deceiving.
Yeah, and this guy looks like some large armored metal man. So, what am I being deceived with about that? Am I supposed to expect him
Okay.
not to be a large metal man?
Point taken.
Look, we'll get to him when we get to him, right? And hopefully we don't ever have to run into him unless we need something from his office or something else like that. We need to distract him, get him out of the way. For the time being, if we're able to get a hold of that crystal, had another idea as well, but I don't know how good of a plan it'd be, cause I could always uke us up the floor, make us out there a little stuck. If they are to approach your bars.
This is Annika acting confused. Make the floor a little stuck. Like,
Yeah, with Eucus, remember? Got a couple vials of that.
He's gonna glue trap the floor.
okay, fly trap.
I could try
Cruel
that
mice
if you
trap.
think it'll help.
No, I don't want to do that. Or Annika doesn't want Ilaria to do that at risk of both of our lives.
Alright, then we just go regular plan, nothing fancy, just lure them in here, distract them for a sec, swap at their belt, see if we can get...
Very quick, very sneaky. I could do this. Totally.
What do you do?
I don't know how much of the plan you heard, but basically what Ilaria is gonna do.
No. Just tell me what you're doing right now.
Okay. She's gonna go up to the bars. Excuse me. Hello.
Come on, more spoiled than that.
Maybe a little louder?
Excuse me.
Louder, son.
She starts taking, like, she doesn't have any jewelry, but she's just gonna take, like, a part of her buckle and start rubbing it against the stage air. Do like a can.
Give me
the bars
check.
of a prison. A performance check?
Yeah.
Okay, baby, be good to me. 18.
18. You hear the conversation stop and then footsteps, kind of like echo as the door opens, and two guards step through. What the hell?
None of them are.
I did not expect, Why is there a child in the prison?
Who brought her in here?
I was gonna ask you, where's the head of management here? Like the warden, or whatever you call commander.
That
so
is
I don't.
confidential information. You do not need to know that. Who? Are you someone's child? Should we
Yes.
be having a?
I'm like actually not feeling really comfortable in here, and it's really damp, and I have asthma. And
What is asthma?
It's that thing that poor people have when they can't smell properly.
Oh, that's right.
Poor people? I'm one of the daughters of the Xerxes family. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Let's pretend I did. Xerxes.
Give me a deception
No.
check with advantage.
I'll have you know, I was born premature, so that's why I have asthma. And
Born
deception.
premature is crazy.
I'm fucking dying.
19 plus 11.
Oh my
30.
god, 30!
You see their faces go white, mouths drop, and just go fuck.
She starts
That's
crying.
what the rest
Oh.
of us- fuck. If they find out that we put
I am so sorry, miss.
We're gonna get skinned alive, much less.
I am
lose our
She starts
jobs.
fanning herself.
I am
I'm
s-
feeling really hot.
Fuck, get her out of there!
I am so sorry, miss. We will be right back. And just like they walk away for like 2 seconds. What are we going to do?
Fuck. What, should
We gotta like bribe her or
warden!
something.
Should we get the warden in here and tell him?
Oh no, Bardis
No.
would have our ass with
He
this.
might kill us, actually. And he has an important client today. Fuck. Alright.
Oh, he might just shove us in there with that fucking gray thing.
Okay.
Are they approaching the bars at all? To
They're having a
Ilaria?
heated discussion.
They approach the bars again. One of them's trying to like placate her, like. So there's been a bit of a miscommunication. We'll get you out of there as soon as.
Where were you captured, miss?
I don't know. It was really dark and.
Annika, if you're trying to like do something or swipe at them, you have to let us know because
Nah,
we're just gonna
nah,
keep
I'm-
Not yet.
playing.
Not yet.
This is
I'm
where
gonna
Erland.
shank them.
Yeah, right now they got them close by. So here's where Erland's gonna like kind of get up to the bars, right? And is there any immediate like distinguishing factor when it comes to the big guy other than the armor looking a little different?
I don't think this is any of them. They're trying to call the warden.
This guy over here.
Yeah,
Or,
that's
like,
the one that has the crystal we want.
Yes.
So is
shit.
there any immediate distinguishing factor to them?
You gotta tell us why.
Because I want
I'm trying
something
to
to call
snatch it.
out.
Fair enough. He definitely looks to have like more, not knightly armor, but very much like a distinguishing of rank kind of armor. Has like fur around the shoulders, a much different helmet. Still has like the whole, not a heraldry, but like has kind of the symbol that you saw the other session, from the other guard armor.
He's a bit more
Gotcha.
prim and proper than the rest of the guards.
Yeah. So Erland over here is gonna just kind of like bang at the bars, be like, "Hey, hold on, you, the furry tin head over there. I remember you. Hold on, you owe me 50 gold at cards, you rat bastard."
He, with a 30 in your deception check, Ilaria, I'm not gonna make Erland gonna do anything.
No, you're good. That was perfect.
Just could you please take care of that prisoner over there?
Yeah. Walks over to Erland. You! It like just kind of like shoves you back a little bit and just kind of like begins to kind of like grabs his sword at the ready. If we need to take you out right now, we will. Behave yourself. We are dealing with something very important.
What you need to take out is that cheating rat. Don't you know? Haven't you ever played damn hand with him? Don't you see how he's always fumbling with something under the damn table? I saw him, and no one believed me in that bar, but I knew, and I remembered his furry ass, fancy ass helmet. How do you think he paid for that? He paid for that with cheated ass.
About this shit, and just is going to kind of like open the gate, put like handcuffs on you and just go like, "We're just gonna take you to solitary. I can't deal with this shit right now. We're too many important things are happening right now."
Get your damn hands off me!
And begins to take you to solitary.
And then,
Yeah.
Laurie.
Those
Yeah,
in solitary, you hear footsteps approaching. Ilaria, what are you doing?
She's still having her fake asthma. She's pretending to have a panic attack.
Now's your chance.
The commanding officer does seem a bit distracted with like the whole Erland situation. He has like a hand up to you, just like, just follow me, just breathe, calm and nice. As he's like
Did he
looking
open the
away.
door?
He's not opening the door at the current moment, but he's just like, he is transfixed on so many different things. You have the opportunity to swipe at him.
I see. I will do. I will do so.
I will do a stabbing, yes.
Not a stabbing.
Not a stabbing, just a swiping. Swiper starts swiping.
Do it for me.
Do it for me.
Ooh. Okay, sleight of hand, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Whatever 18 plus 9 is, 27.
Look at
Yeah.
you. Wow, your math
Yeah.
has improved so much.
Yeah, no, he's so worried about, like, the possibility of being fucking killed, that he does not recognize, like, you going up to the bars, putting your hands on his arm, like, desperately grabbing at him, and just, like, very lightly unhooking the crystal, placing it in a pocket, and then just continuing on with your little performance.
Big tears. I can breathe.
It's just like, give me... And he just walks over to the cell, opens the door, just like, come with me to my office so that you can sit down. I am incredibly sorry for this. As he leads you into the office.
Just to double check, the earpiece is telepathic?
Yes.
Internally.
I didn't quite catch any of that.
No, you didn't, and that's where we'll take a break. And we're back. Going back to the other group. Erland, do you signal the rest of your friends that you are approaching with a guard?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the ping on the earpiece, being like, "We've got company. I'm about to get moved to higher security, so y'all better look sharp."
Okay, you all hear that and begin to hear footsteps approach. What do you all do on this side of the...
I stand at attention.
Look at go.
I look at
sitting in the corner scratching at the wall.
Okay.
I look at Shepard like, shove you in a shell? Question mark. The shove you in a cell? Question mark.
Shove you in a shell.
Yeah. This plan.
I open the cell and it's like, watch your forehead, close it, lock it, stand at attention.
Erland, you are pushed inside as the guard just kind of like comes through, just looks over at Sirwood and Brandy. Where the fuck are you both supposed to be? Why are you in solitary?
We were ordered to put these prisoners here.
Okay, you've put them in, now get back out there. The warden's going to be doing a sweep with, what's her fucking, Dr. Lucan. Can't have anything amiss. They already have some issues back there, you know. Matter of fact, just make yourself scarce.
Will do.
And walks out.
Do we hear this, the group, generally over the phone?
This group hears this. You do not.
Oh.
Ireland.
Hi.
So what brings you here today?
What do you think? Good behavior?
Over the earpieces, does Elaria call out for the rest of the group to help her?
She's thinking over the earpiece. Hey, I'm getting out on good behavior. Internal wink.
Did you get what we needed?
Yes. Another internal wink. Colons don't exist here yet, but you feel it.
How is she sending faces over the earpiece?
How's she doing that?
Oh my god, you're doing emoticons over the fucking earpiece. Semicolon, parenthesis, close parenthesis.
Okay, so what are you all doing?
So is the guard away?
Yeah.
Okay. Ilaria, get in here. Do you have the stone?
Okay, she's okay. I have a game plan in which Ilaria will peel herself away from this guard.
Okay.
I know they're headed to that guard's office.
Yeah, he walks over to a desk and like sits you down and like begins to take down your statement.
I am so sorry. Could you give your name again, please?
Procopia Cersus. I believe you don't know it.
It's not that I don't know it. I just want to confirm the you know, your family does have quite a number of children.
Are you calling my mom a slut?
No. Why would I do that?
Oh my god.
He's taking down his statement, or he's taking down your statement. How do you peel away from this situation?
She is like touching her head and then touching like her stomach
Do you have like a bathroom here or something? Like a powder room?
We have a rest area.
With a you know, something that isn't a chamber pot?
Our accommodations are most likely not up to your standards.
Can I get something good to eat at least? Like some tea?
Of
Those little
course,
biscuits?
I just finished your statement. Let us go. And I would like another deception check from you, please.
Okay, sir. Oh fuck, cocked. Oh shit. They're both 18. Plus whatever my deception is. 11. 29.
Yeah, 29. He starts leading you down down the hallway over to here. Yeah, just like looks over at Indra. At these. Wake up. The warden's doing a sweep soon.
Sorry.
I'm running a fucking circus. Walks over through here, opens this door, looks at the processing people like, I want both of you in my fucking office in 30 minutes.
Yoink.
I'm assuming that's the man that processed you, correct?
Is he referring to Indra?
No, he's actually referring to the person at the fucking processing desk.
Who just left? Okay.
Who he just told, like, I want you in my office in 30 minutes.
They were kind of rough. It was really undignified.
Of course, I will make sure that they understand the error of their ways. And he gets to this courtyard, a bunch of the dogs, like, their heads pick up to look at you, and they're starting to growl. It's like, don't worry, just don't make any sudden movements, and they shouldn't be aggressive.
Hi, puppies!
And walks over to here, down to here, and gets you to here. This is where we eat. There's some food over there. I'll get you something to snack on while we figure all of this out. I have to speak with the warden to begin with. Just stay right here, okay?
Sure.
He then walks back to the courtyard, bumps into you, and just like, ugh.
Just gonna keep an eye out on her.
Good, thank you very much. At least I have some good people around here.
Indra is gonna go over the earpiece. Warden's coming soon, apparently. We're running out of time. What was the plan exactly to get all of these guys distracted?
In over earpiece, I have the crystal to teleport out of here if everybody can be at that rendezvous point.
At what rendezvous point? Aren't we going to get the Cerebus?
Fuck! Is the Cerebus... This is Annika asking. Is the Cerebus nowhere to be found? Somewhere by Solitary? Like,
we don't
I know...
A stone to get past this door to get to the Cerebus. An onyx stone.
Can I sweep over? This is the rest area.
Mm-hmm.
What other foods are available?
It's just standard rations, essentially. It's a bunch of dried foods, some, like the most perishable thing there is maybe, like, some fruits that were gotten that day.
Shit. Over the earpiece on Indra, you have any good foods, good meats?
What? Why are you asking about food right now?
There are dogs outside.
That's fine.
This is far from important right now.
Okay.
We have the key. All right, long we pass it along, then all we're needing to know is wherever the hell the Cerebus is being kept. All right.
Did we hear any numbers?
No, nothing.
You know what? over the earpiece, Indra, we could take a walk around. If anyone asks, I got tired of waiting.
Hassan, did you happen to notice a ledger anywhere?
DMs, I think the only place that might have had stuff like that would be in the guards' quarters, or like the relaxation area.
Maybe. Or
here. Am I incorrect on that? So you said there are like things on the table that I couldn't read or see with my eye. It's either that or in the locked drawers in here.
I think I only mentioned a map over here. There were locked drawers in area 6, and then maybe there could be something in area 11, but you can't really like investigate with your arcane eye that much.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just let group know. Guard supply room, because I think that's what that was. What you mentioned as area 11. Think that's it. Might have something there, or there's a couple of locked drawers in the office to the north of the regular cell block. Besides that,
we need some kind of distraction. There's way too many guards and way too many dogs around this area for us to get anywhere.
Son, can you make something blow up?
I mean, if you want I mean, that might start a prison break, but yeah, I could try that.
Well, then what are we doing? We have to get to that door. We need the ledger, unless anyone has heard of like anything about the prisoner.
Our other plan was to get Shepard to cause a ruckus to the point where he has to go to max security.
I'm still willing to do that.
We don't know if we're gonna be able to hear you in there.
No. I mean, at this point, I think there's enough for us to start the prison break if we wanted.
Do we want?
We'd have to fight our way through, though, is the problem. If we're just able to get the guards to focus on something else, like, I don't know.
Alright. I know if I get thrown into the maximum security, even if you can't contact me, I know you'll get me. So I'm not worried.
What about the other two on the other side of the prison? Maybe we can conscript their help. Maybe they could help us cause like a fuss for the guards to get distracted, maybe cause the dogs to get a little uppity.
Shit, why don't we just free the dogs? Forget the dogs, just start running off, going off to some other place, lure them out. I don't have any more of the, wait, do we? We never really used any of the meats from the, from back with our, cursed friend, right? Can't we just kinda use that to get them riled up?
You know what's
Start running off on their own?
even better than a dog?
What?
2. Heck, even a horse.
How many dogs do they have here in the kennels?
I don't know, DMs, how many dogs do you have in the kennel?
Like 3.
I have, this is Annika talking. I could rip off part of Ilaria's cloak, which has 2 doggies. To kind of be like, let the dog loose!
Alright, maybe I'll run out there, get the guards, get them to come over here. Wait, where are we leading the guards specifically?
Here's my plan. I start walking out with you, rip my little pocket, get the dogs and the guards to start getting riled up, and everybody should come running here, while we make our way to where we need to go.
Okay, we still need the ledger.
It's probably in the warden's office. Where?
We don't know that. We haven't really seen the whole breadth of this place.
As a player, none of us know where the warden's office is on the map.
No.
Okay. And Hassan can't use his eye anymore, I'm guessing.
I mean, I could cast it again if we needed.
You know that the warden's office is not in this building. It's probably accessible through a teleportation door.
Ugh, gross.
Okay, so what? We access the warden's office through the teleportation. We get the ledger, and then we teleport to the prison while there's a ruckus outside?
Yeah. So, is that our plan?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
You know, we could probably...
So we're going the way of the prison break?
The thing is, Annika speaking, obviously, but
yeah.
If we do the prison break, we still kind of, I feel like the ledger is needed to know the code / how to, you know, get to the center path. Yeah.
Because we gotta go about this quietly somehow.
But then we can't even get to the ledger because we're not sure, A, if it's in the warden's office, and B, the warden's office isn't necessarily accessible.
Sarah, are you sure you can't just turn into some little critter and start looking around, seeing if we can find where the hell they keep that ledger?
If I transform, would that set off the magic thing?
What magic thing?
There's like a Divinter magic thing across the walls.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy. $13.
No, you don't think so. That's more of like to prevent people from coming in or getting out through the walls. Transforming, especially with your kind of magic, it should be fine.
Okay. Alright. She's like, okay, I'll try. And as she transforms, she hopes the guard clothes can stay with her. And she transforms into a little mouse. Yeah, no. She transforms into a fly.
Okay. And where do you go?
I'm gonna try to backtrack through to like where the guards was.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe up the side. We haven't been here yet. Like go over to. Oh. Shit.
Okay, you find a guard's resting area.
So the warden's office is outside.
Outside of this building.
Alright. Well, I could fly outside.
As in outside of this, like, area that you could get to by flying somewhere.
Okay.
It can only be accessed through a teleportation door.
Yeah. Okay. Guards, rest area. Could I find like a... I mean, a guard should have a booklet of like the prisoners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So I'm gonna see if there's any guard at the front desk has a book.
Alright, do you come out of your fly form?
Yeah. Wait, is there anyone around me?
No, there is not.
Okay,
Actually, give me a perception check.
19.
19. You have 2 rounds. That is 12 seconds as you hear the teleportation sigil activate from over here.
I'm gonna act casual, sit at the desk.
You walk over to the desk, you notice a ledger underneath one of the drawers.
Alright, I'm gonna start flipping through it.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Give me a high number. Okay. That will be 18.
18. Scribbled into Ventura writing, you notice a particular name kind of stand out to you as it is difficult to translate. Gray Thing, number 87.
Gray Thing, number 87. And 87 is the room.
That's what they called me in college.
Cody.
As you shove the ledger back into the desk, 2 figures step through the door.
I stand at attention.
The larger of the 2 figures, a man in very, very heavy looking armor, just like holds up a hand and just kind of gestures for you to sit back down.
I sit back down.
Sarah, you're more magically attuned. You have a much more magical sense. You are getting bad fucking vibes from this guy. Not as in, like, oh, you feel the magic emanate from him. He feels like nothing. And when he looks directly at you, you feel disconnected for a minute.
Oh god, it's a fucking blank.
Next to him stands a woman about 5'7", 5'8". No real energy or demeanor about her. She seems to kind of like just look through you, not even registering that you're there. Mostly her attention is focused on the armored man next to her. Her skin is this kind of golden olive. It shimmers in the light, though there's scars and weathered lines on her face, and marks stretching like handprints across her neck. Dark hair pinned in various braids around her hair. It looks like it was done professionally, though, a while ago. And a pristine white lab coat over black clothing. She looks like she knows more than she should. Where are these prisoners that you promised me?
The ones over by our left. They're nothing. They should suffice nicely with whatever meager experiments you have, but we have some others in special containment. I believe the only ones we should have are an additional 2.
Let me look over the special containment one.
Of course. Just you, as he points at you, Saren.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any developments since my last arrival?
No, sir.
Of course. Come then, Doctor. Let's go to special containment.
She follows him wordlessly.
When they leave the room, I'm calling them. I'm like, the warden's here. She's going to special containment with that doctor lady.
Indra kind of peeks out into the hallway a little bit, but tries not to show anything.
I have the room code 88.
87.
It was 87.
87.
87. I heard 88.
I was gonna kill you guys.
I was like 87.
Wait,
87,
You
please.
teleport to 88. It's just like a lava pit.
Yeah, no, they made a clone of Kyle.
Oh god.
Oh my god, it's 1,000 Kyles.
They travel. You all hear Saradwin's warning. What do you do before the warden steps into the room?
I'm just pretending to be another prisoner because, I'm locked in a cell.
I'm hiding myself in the corner. I can't even look at this.
Give me a stealth check.
She's gonna recognize you.
No, the fuck she's not. I'm blonde.
No, the fuck she's not. I'm blonde.
I'm Blurland.
I'm Blurland.
I'm sorry. It's just the speed in which Josh said that shit.
22.
No, the fuck she won't. I'm blonde.
He said I was wearing 6-inch Louboutins.
I'm blonde, Lind.
I was wearing little brown kitty heels.
They walk inside. Further down the hallway, Lucan stares straight ahead and then stops at Erland and Shepard's cells and gleams a look inside.
I was told no new developments.
Seems like this prison is a shithole.
It seems you're right. And he turns to Brandy. You. Get me the one from the front desk now. She just salutes and leaves. Very quickly.
Lucan rolls her eyes. You can do your firing when I am not here. Do not waste my time.
Of course, Doctor. Anyways, follow me.
They proceed.
Can Shepard do something?
Yes, go ahead.
As they're walking by, Shepard rages and tries breaking out of the cage.
Give me... Okay, you rage, your spirit guardians begin to kind of, like, amass around you. Give me an intimidation check. As Lucan stops before you. You see...
Can I use my once per session reroll on this,
Go
please?
ahead.
Okay, never mind.
You see her slowly blink. This one. Should he not be in a higher security cell?
The warden just like literally peers through you, Shepard, and you feel that same thing Sarah had felt. That disconnect, that horrible nothingness. He's a lion in a cage and nothing more. He's all roar but no bite.
While they're distracted by Shepard, can I just tug on my earpiece and go, "Hey, so what the fuck are we doing?"
I need Erlen to give me a wisdom save.
Oh.
Wisdom.
22.
Wisdom.
Your directive and current mission override any sense of panic that you might be feeling, but you do notice your heart rate begin to increase in volume and rhythm as Lucan is right next to your cage. Again.
He's like just trying to like just look away, look into a corner, and like curl into a little, just keep all the limbs intact, little bit of some light shaking. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together.
Fine. Show me the rest.
He walks through more, turns to Hassan, and a third unaccounted for prisoner that I have not been told about. Truly a shit show.
Seems like you're not quite great at running a prison, Warden. Perhaps a job in guardship might be better for you. Or I could take them off your hands.
He looks at Hassan. No.
We can discuss the matter further later then.
Why is he staring at me?
Because he's wondering why an elf with a collar is in here. So this one, although broken, is here for special reasons, similar to yours.
You know the ones I want to see.
Of course. You cannot blame a man for trying to get rid of his stock, especially the broken kind.
I have use for them all. I'm just quite excited to get to the special ones.
And you see them walk off, away from any field of view that you guys have.
In a flash of black light, they're gone.
Now, someone must have caught sight of the numbers, right?
Yes.
8, 7.
Yeah, but like specifically where they went to
Oh.
as they were leaving. I actually don't even think we aren't
Probably
really
this one.
I can't see where anyone else is, right? Like, there's someone over there. Okay. Okay.
So now they're not looking directly at me anymore. I'm gonna just like reach to the earpiece again. Sarah, I think you're in trouble.
I know I'm fired.
Yeah, Brady walks through. Hey, babe, I think you're fired.
Oh man,
I don't get
how am I
paid.
supposed to?
What's going
How am I supposed
on?
to buy 12.50 an hour? Okay. Okay. The warden is here,
Yeah, I
and
know.
the room code is 87, and they're going to probably go down to the servers. I don't know. Or they're in their office. I don't know.
Well, his office is in the entirely other direction, so probably not his office.
We have the room code, we have the stone. Let's just go now. And
Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna. Should I do the dog thing? Get the dogs riled. Let the dogs out.
do we need to?
You left the dogs out?
Maybe not. How are we gonna get out after the Cerebus leaves? I think they're gonna. Something's gonna signal.
I think we think about that maybe when we get there, huh?
Okay.
Indra's just gonna walk over to this guard, push him through the door, and lock it from behind.
Hey, what the hell?
Alright, go, go, go!
I can't.
I'm just gonna lightly tug off the collar. All right.
Was the door that I'm behind actually locked?
No, I never locked it.
Okay.
Is mine locked?
Yes. No.
No.
God damn it. Guys! Let me out!
Yeah, we're just keeping you in containment.
Alright, let's fucking do this. Also, we should rob them for everything they have?
Now?
Yes.
I don't know. Go in. There's some bags of gold on the table. Just go back at the door.
Don't have a lot of time.
There. Take the gold.
Where did they go for the door code?
For the door code?
I believe it's the elevator's like out here, right?
Here.
Yeah.
I have no idea where they're.
Also, once we teleport in, because they probably went to the same floor, we're gonna be right behind them. So is everyone ready to kill some people?
Hold on. You. What number did they go through?
40 or something?
87. Oh.
Alright, then let's go to fucking 87.
40 what?
40? I don't know. There's other prisoners besides your guy in there, I think.
Right.
Shep.
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Athlock, let's go and get a Cerebus.
With everyone around, Shepard puts 87 in.
Alright.
Toodaloo.
There is...
If we get the chance, we need to fucking rob this prison as we get teleported.
Son, stop thinking about gold for 5 seconds!
Her name is Ayas! Also, it wasn't the gold, it's the health potions. I don't want to keep running Erland ragged potioning all night.
It's his job.
He needs a break!
So you guys
As
put
we
the
all
dial.
get teleported.
Yeah, you guys put the dials to 87. Activate the black crystal. Ilaria.
Hi.
As you guys are being transported, it feels more like a brisk walk down a short hallway. Except there's more of an expanse to it. And off in the distance, you see on a little hill A man clad in green armor, a cape of vines and leaves, wielding an axe, and a horn, or a helmet with horns on them.
Oh,
And
what
he,
the fuck?
and he looks down at your group as you travel.
And the group is still moving forward.
Yep.
Just gonna straggle a bit. We keep moving forward. And then she's beelining for it. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. Take out a weapon. Because he hoo.
Everyone you see. Really quick clarification: you're beelining it? Are you beelining it for him?
To him.
Okay. Everyone else, you see Ilaria start dashing towards this figure.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Wait, Ilaria, where are you going?
I'm tired of this motherfucker chasing me!
Later! We can kill him later!
You see him rear up on his mount, wielding the axe aloft. Last chance, knave!
She's gonna tear off the horse pocket of her cape, which is a horse with a saddlebags. Not that it matters, but it's a riding horse.
What is she doing?
Shall thee conduct thy hunt, or should I watch from a distance as you wallow in my image?
You've been hunting a little girl for years, and you started storming at me without a mount. It's a lot.
Then hunt you shall! Hunt you shall! Follow me deeper into the woods, little girl, little knave, and prove me wrong.
Fuck
We see
you!
and hear all
Releasing an
this?
arrow.
Yep.
Oh yeah. As he rides over the hill and crests and just goes over the crest.
Ilaria?
Chasing after. Doesn't look back.
Oh.
For fuck's sake.
Dieter, you ever think, what the fuck did we do to deserve all this?
Okay,
and
you know what?
Ilaria's gone.
What if a Cerberus can kill that thing, you know? We should get the Cerberus and come back.
The rift in the fade just shatters.
What?
She's gone.
What?
You
She's dead, Jim?
find yourselves in a dark, closed-off room. You hear hundreds, perhaps thousands of other prisoners all around in various cells around one large pit of stairs built on the bones of old gods. And inside the room sits a large gray being, horns cut off, a mask across their face, mouth sewn shut, draped in scorched and tattered clothing. Shepherd, you have found the Cerebus.
place a lot bigger than I thought.
Sarith Kadan Hostor Sal Isbat.
Cerebus stands up. Shepherd. Long
Cerebus.
time no see.
How are you?
I have been better, though my handler is dead.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all, we need to move. We don't know when they're gonna get here.
We need to get you out of here.
Why?
Because your purpose is not over yet.
We can answer all the questions later.
Roland, shut up.
She could get here any minute.
I know, but there's just a way to do things. We're not gonna force this guy, alright?
Your purpose is not done yet, my Cerebus.
Oh. Is the young one trained enough?
I believe they are ready.
Good. Then I shall go with you.
Okay.
I assume you have you have my chains.
Shepard did and does have the chains and pulls them out.
He lowers his head to you, so that way you may put them on his collar.
Do you want to wear these chains?
It is what I must. You see his eyes move up to look at yours through the mask. That was not your question, was it?
No. No, it wasn't. You want to continue living?
Yes. I wish to see those who would call me friend in private again.
What would you do if you knew someone at the top had called for your head?
Then I would bow respectfully, so that way the axe may kiss the nape of my neck.
Arasad be damned. Shepard puts the chains on the Cerebus.
Do not speak ill of the command, my shepherd.
You're right. I spoke out of line.
No, that is not what I meant.
What do you mean?
He does his best with what he has. And you damn him for doing what he can do with the information he has. You are afforded the freedom of a shepherd to move amongst the flock how you pleased, with your only goal being to protect them. His goal He's more restrictive. To lead, to protect, to command. You commanded sheep while he commands lions.
You're right. I should know my place. Let's go.
Hold.
Hold.
Why are we holding?
Silence, savage.
We don't have time for this. We do not have time for this.
My shepherd. The thing that had killed my handler.
Yeah.
It was a strange creature made of unliving material.
What do you mean unliving material?
The blue substance that they consume willingly.
Delirium.
Is that what these savages call it?
I mean, I wouldn't call them savages, but yeah.
What would you call someone that eats sand?
Okay, alright.
I don't think it's time to get into these conversations.
Well, I feel like there's some nuance to talk about later.
Maybe once we're somewhere safe. Maybe once we're somewhere that isn't creepy and half dead. I don't know how they aren't already here. I thought they were coming here. I thought he was one of the two that they were looking at.
Well, let's not stick around. Indra looks over at the Cerebus. Are you coming with us or not?
I am bid to do so, and thus I shall follow.
Let's go.
Alright. You turn the dial on the teleportation door once more and are transported back into the underground mausoleum.
So are we dealing with Ilaria and the Fae later?
Or are we killing Dr. Rickon?
Yeah, we could always access the Fae later, it's okay.
We have it. We have what Shepard needed. All right. We can't stay. She just.
You
Ilaria.
can't just leave Arya behind.
Where? It closed behind us. Where was that thing?
We could always access the Fade later.
How?
Through the teleportation.
Mages?
Teleportation.
She can't be gone, right?
No, she's fine.
Erland, out of the three of us, who do you think could survive the Fade by themselves?
We're kind of all. I feel like none of us should be anywhere near the Fade.
I know.
Buck.
Do you?
Brock. What?
I don't think we can go after her right now. We have other things to do.
Yes, we do. We can.
We'll find her again. You see, as he says this, his words tremble a little.
Do I believe that? Do I get the impression that he believes what he's talking about?
Give me an insight check. 16. In all honesty, Indra is furious and really, really hurt that he wasn't even worth, like, a goodbye. But right now, he is not letting himself think about that and wants to just focus on this goal.
Andrew, can I say something?
Yes.
That creepy not horse ain't bothering you anymore, right?
No, ever since I stopped taking the fucking lyrium.
Let's just make a quick promise. We're not gonna get tempted by other Fade nonsense. Right? Rest of this team, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But you and me, we're not gonna get pulled into some Fade creature temptation shit, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I promise.
Okay. I promise to. You kinda...
Indra very awkwardly pulls Erland into a hug. She'll be okay. And if she's not, I'll kill her myself.
Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get people back home. All right.
Shepard, where are we going?
To my people.
Okay.
I must return to Cerebus.
She was right there. She was right in front of me.
You speak with little enthusiasm, Shepard.
You know, sometimes you make decisions and you know, there's going to be ramifications once you get to the place you need. But this is the path I've chosen. Let's get you home.
You speak as if this decision will not be beneficial for anyone involved.
No, it'll be beneficial for multiple. I'll argue majority.
I would like everybody in the group to either give me a stealth or survival check to traverse the city without being seen with a convict.
With a convict.
A giant one.
Health or survival?
Stealth or survival, please.
Is there any way to make
I mean,
the
that can
server
be
as less obvious?
You know, this kind of
Cerebus.
this kind of feels important. I will use my saving face to boost that by +5, so that's an 18 for me.
Okay.
That
is 21 for me.
21.
And that
Because
is
of my
me
tattoo.
cosplaying a rogue.
I get advantage, so let's try again.
Woo.
21.
Indra got a 3.
Well,
Right, yeah, because people factored in the armor stuff, right?
Yes.
Are they keeping the armor? Or are they taking it off?
No.
Like, are we going across like dressed as guards?
I'm just gonna keep it on.
Yeah. Less
just-
questions.
Indra's kind of fond of the way it looks,
Hopefully.
honestly, at this point.
Hopefully
Alright.
less questions. There's some blood on you, but who?
No,
you know,
I think
that's
I'm gonna keep this, actually.
Okay. And Saradwin got a
18. Oh,
18.
21, actually.
Okay. And somebody please roll a d20 and add 5 for the Cerebus.
scary.
Who's lucky?
I did it. It's a 16 plus 5, so 21.
21! I did it!
Oh, yeah.
Ilaria! I can still get...
From beyond the veil.
You all stealth through the city. Those who rolled survival are using their best knowledge of kind of like the city like layout, structure, different ways that the buildings are positioned to keep in the darkest kind of like alleyways. Those rolling stealth are trying to get the whole group together and as unnoticeable as possible. You make it to the docks. And as you walk through the fog and drunken sailors leaving home, it's evening at this point, you feel a presence, 2 eyes bearing into you, Shepard, as you hear a knife being drawn. You all stop, and Talus stands behind you all, looks at Shepard. looks at the Cerebus, and a sigh of relief comes over her face.
The Cerebus just bows very respectfully.
She bows as well. Let's head on in.
I told you guys I'd bring them.
What did Shepard say?
I told you guys I'd bring them back.
Well, guess I owe them 5 gold. And you walk inside. Karasad, Adari, Emikarad, Tarbus, Sten, Talus, all gaze upon the Cerebus, some of whom consider it, them, their friend. Adari instantly walks over and gives them a hug. Ah, welcome back, big guy.
You doubted the shepherd's ability to get his flock back?
No, I doubted your ability to not kill yourself.
I had important information. To die would go against your cause.
I'm allowed to be worried. And she just punches your shoulder as hard as she can, Shepard.
Oh.
Nice work.
Oh, thank you.
You notice, Karasad just nod fully and then just does a deep bow to you, Shepard.
Shepard bows back respectfully.
We did not think you truly would make it. We've heard rumor of that prison. We've heard rumor of the overseer of it.
Those rumors are all real, I'll have you know.
An evil, evil place. And we're from the Canary mainland.
Man.
He gestures to Imikarad. Come. Get him handled. And then we will discuss. Looks over at the group. You were there with Shepard? You helped him?
Yeah.
Yes.
They were
Couldn't
all
have done it without us.
They were all extremely helpful. They're right, I could not have done it without them.
Get them some food.
That place was so normal until it wasn't.
We will discuss all of this further. I just have to use the bathroom really quick, BRB.
No.
Alright. You are all settled in into this, rudimentary, kind of like hideout that the Kunari have prepared. The rest of the Kunari bring you over some food, hand over some health potions if needed, and kind of try to get you settled in. Their demeanor has shifted significantly since the first moment that you've met. Mostly because, like, you proved that you're not just a bunch of pussies running around. But because you did bring, like, an important member of the team back to them. And as you're all settled in, the Cerebus begins to tell you what they saw.
My handler and I were out on a patrol to gain information, and then we stumbled across some thing, a creature of this blue substance that they call lyrium. It overpowered my handler. And as it was going to fight with me, it had left abruptly, as if it was given new orders. Similar to how my own control rod would work.
This sounds more and more like a golem every time I hear about it.
Golem.
They work in a similar way with the control rods. We just don't know who. We don't know whose golem it could have been.
A control rod has a very limited range. It may be far, but it has a limit. And something with lack of thought would not dare stray past that point, as by that point it would be rendered a statue.
I hate to put two and two together, but I feel like we at least have a little bit of an idea of who could be controlling that golem.
Oh, Tony, you're super quiet.
Oh, well, I was talking quietly. I feel like I don't want to put two and two together, but I feel like I can take a guess who's controlling that golem.
Who?
Who do you think? Someone's here looking at high-valued people. Has a familiarity with you at the very least, so it's not crazy to think they have a familiarity of other things that were dwarf related.
This doesn't feel like her MO, but
What is her MO?
I never quite understood what her end goal was. It felt like it was just cruelty for the sake of it, but there was a method to it. She was trying things. It worked with me in my hands. I could still fight, and I could still hurt people the way that I was meant to. Shit, I don't know. Is she making some new kind of golem? I don't know, because is Erlin familiar with a golem being entirely made out of lyrium? Like the way they're describing it like this?
Make a history check with advantage. You've heard of stone golems. You've heard of metal golems.
Yeah.
Like steel and iron and stone and all of that.
Mm.
If you were to make something like this entirely out of lyrium, it would essentially be a walking hazard. Like, it would be hazardous material just walking around.
Mm.
So no one really has tried it because common sense tells you don't make a man out of radioactive material, essentially.
I don't know. I think thinking it over after so long, she's still important here. She still has something to offer despite being disgraced for one reason or another, right? So the best way that I've been able to piece it together is that somehow she was trying to make weapons out of us. Weapons out of me, weapons out of the other people she tried things on. Nightmares. At least that's what I imagine they'd be like. I only lived through the one. But
From what
maybe this is a new kind of weapon.
Do you know how golems are made?
I had it noted here. We had some of these questions brought up before. But digging through them in the notes is trickier. Okay, here we go. No. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah. It's literally noted. I don't know the process of creating golems.
That's awesome.
That's of the few things here that is outright stated.
Take note of this.
I'm sorry.
I don't know
honest
how this
about it,
works.
yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, would you look at that?
There's one person I could ask. He'll kind of slowly, quietly take out the warhammer from the bag of holding. He's made things like this before. He's famous for weapons of war. So I can try to see if he'll work with us here.
You see the Kunari get a little like tense as you start talking to a hammer.
There's a presence inside this thing that holds an old wisdom. Don't like talking to it, but for lack of better options, this is kind of our expert.
So, like, Shepard, like, looking at all the other Kenori, go like, for my travels so far, this is completely normal. This is like the third object that I know that people have talked to.
Oh, I mean, okay, we just thought he was insane.
Well, that's
Do
not
not
necessarily untrue.
The Cerebus like turns. Do not discount that just yet.
So Cerebus gets it.
Yeah. Hey, no, you. When the fuck are you two friends? Nuh-uh, no.
Erlin's just gonna find a little, just gonna sit down with the warhammer, right? Set it down like kind of squarely on the ground, like head to the ground, have the stick up, right? And kind of like focus on it as it kind of kneels, grasping onto Grovel Thrash, and just trying to just meditate on this.
And so the prodigal son comes to me in questioning about small talk.
I love the idea that the hammer is pissed off that you're not like coming in to say hi or like small talk occasionally. Like, you never ask me how my day is.
If you were hoping for someone chatty, you had real shit luck with your wielder.
Oh yes, because my luck is oh so great because I'm in a hammer.
Look, what they just described is a golem made out of lyrium. Why would someone make something like that? How could someone even make something like that?
Why would you put a second head on an axe, despite it being a greater danger to yourself than your enemies?
Do they not? They don't care about collateral damage, do they?
Erland, when a trebuchet fires. Does the rock care about the building that it hits to kill the people inside?
It's just a weapon, but how could... I thought only we knew how to make these things. They're saying that she might have found out something.
Oh, you poor, simple fool of a champion.
What hope did I ever have of learning these things? My own people cast me out. Work
And
with
your
me.
own people will sell each other out for that universal, undeniable privilege that everyone seeks at some point in their life, whether it is for good or bad or whatever reasons that they have. Power and money. And who controls the power and the money, Erland? Those with things to trade. A book can be exchanged. Words can be exchanged. Knowledge, therefore, can be passed through all the easier. So I will admit to you one thing. The idea of a lyrium golem had crossed my mind in the past, in the same way stepping off a building crosses someone's mind. A stray thought, no more than a couple seconds. One that arouses intrigue, but you cast aside because you know it is a bad idea.
It's reckless. Why would she even do something like that, if she even did? I mean, she would have had to trade something, right? She would have had to get in contact with one of us, someone in the embassy, right? There's a foundation to these things, right? Like she put lyrium in us. She put lyrium in me. If she took someone else's golem and turned it into this...
This. You sounded like you had an expletive ready.
It's... I don't know. Just anything
Do you think
you made. Notorious creations. You made things that inspired fear, that inspired awe. This here is the next step of that. Because I need to know how it could have come to be, how it could come to be, and better yet, how to stop it.
I've never made anything so reckless, so stupid. I was never backed into a corner this badly to make something so unbelievably dumb. This is intellectual idiocy, Erland. This is desperation. In the same way a bear would gnaw off its leg to get out of a trap. No true scientist would make something so dangerous, for lack of a better word.
So either she's really desperate, the country's really desperate, or it isn't her.
Or everyone is desperate and backing each other into corners. The game of power, Erland, you never know how many daggers are pointed at your back. How many tips are just poking at your shoulder blades. And how many blades are pressed against your throat in any given moment. You should know this. I thought you knew this game.
Kept trying to leave it. Don't mock me.
I am not mocking you. I'm mocking fate. No, less mocking, but enjoying.
Never look where your fate landed you.
Oh, do not. That is humor in of itself. To have one of the greatest creators become a destructive weapon themselves. Genius. Even the best playwrights could not think of this.
Whoever did this to you had a sense of irony.
And I commend them for it. But to expound on what you wanted, Erland. No. The idea had crossed my mind, but the specifics never came into fruition because it was a bad idea. And I was never desperate enough to create it, except I just realized something.
What?
You created that desperation, did you not?
What are you saying? That I let her to do this?
Unintentionally. Tevinter wanted the Maker's finger, did it not?
It did.
And
so she couldn't make more like me. She couldn't make worse than me.
So, to deliver on promises that could not be fulfilled any longer, you forced her to get creative. And you know what happens when creativity, intellectualness, and desperation all collide with each other in one explosive alchemical flash. The biggest shit show on this side of Thetis.
A weapon of mass death. Casualties or collateral damage be damned. It's as much of a threat to them as it is to anyone they're fighting.
Something you can just drop
Loose.
and forget about.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, anything like this, it needs a control rod. It had to have a trail somewhere.
It left a trail, Erland. Bodies.
We'll find it. We'll find that trail then. He's gonna pick himself up, holding the warhammer still. All right, everyone. Yeah, this thing that killed your handler, it's a kind of weapon that shouldn't exist. It's a kind of weapon that's foolhardy to even create, but this is a kind of weapon we can track down. Look, it has her control rod like the rest of y'all. And if we can find out how she put this thing together, who she pulled favors from, how she even got the foundation of a golem to then infuse with this lyrium, then we'll find it. You might even just find her. Again.
Why create a weapon you cannot control?
They're desperate. Either she's desperate or the people hiring her are desperate. They're in a war right now, and for better or worse, this thing is a weapon of war.
So wait, are you saying she can control it or she can't control it?
She can. She has the control rod. She had to have some kind of pull over it, but
okay.
The scope of a thing like that, I don't even think she could control the kind of destruction it could cause. It's a walking... It's a ticking bomb here.
But, so she has the control rod.
She or someone else. Someone had to have been commanding it to kill the handler, commanding it to run away afterwards, commanding it to stomp its way through the entire industrial zone.
Okay, and we learned that control rods have a radius.
Yeah, so they couldn't have been far.
If we could maybe get to the embassy, figure out who she talked to, that narrows her location down.
What the hell the plan is with this thing? I don't know why they take it out for a test ride just to kill a couple Kunari. Or at least kill one and capture the other. This has been premeditated somehow. Planned attack. I don't know.
That golem did not search for us.
It just found y'all and reacted?
The same way a wolf would if you were to encroach in its territory.
Then it must have been there for another reason. We can sniff this out, alright? We'll... As much as I hate it, as much as I need to really hide my face from some people, we can try the embassy, finally, and see where this leads. We know what we're looking for. And it's sure as hell unlikely anyone else has made something like that.
Oh god, I am forgetting their name at this current moment. Give me 1 second. One of the Quinari are popping, are like, piping up. Forgot their name. The one that retrieves weapons from dead bodies. Tarbus, thank you. Tarbus speaks up. Why would you test a weapon, Erland? To see what it can do.
In the middle of their damn city? In the middle of the night?
They enslave their own.
I'm starting to think that this is less of a grand conspiracy and more of just a weapon of war. Another one.
It's the business she's in, for better or worse.
He, Karasad, kind of slams his hands down onto the chair and just goes, they know that the Cerebus has been taken and that we are somewhere near the docks. We appreciate the help that you have given us and all that you have done for us. And if there is any way that we could repay you, you must let us know. But it is far too risky for us to stay here anymore. We leave by tonight. And he looks over at you, Shepard. Let's go home.
Shepard doesn't say anything.
Respond, Shepard. You have found your flock, have you not?
I have.
Your mission then ends here, does it not?
That is true.
And yet you stay seated.
Yes.
Explain yourself.
I think I want to stay here.
You would turn your back on your country?
Not turning my back on the country. There's so much we can learn about the outside area.
You see a Dari pipe up. Yeah, don't you miss home though?
Every day.
Then what are you doing here?
Maybe I need a minute to think.
The Kunari just kind of look at each other and go. Karasad goes, Thedas has changed you. But fine, you may have a minute to think.
Shepard walks outside and kind of leaves the area for the time being.
After a minute, Brandy's gonna follow after him. Hey.
Hi, Brandy.
Hi, that sounded rough.
Good.
You're not going, are you?
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I mean,
When I first... Oh, God, sorry.
Nope, you go. I'm sorry.
When I first set out from my home, I had one goal, and I've succeeded. I've gotten that goal, yet somehow I still feel empty on the inside.
Well, I may not be the foremost expert in that kind of thing, but I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sway you or try to keep you here against your will, but I would miss you a lot. think Indra would miss his jogging buddy quite a bit.
But I would miss everyone as well.
I hope so.
It's not that simple, though.
Whatever decision you make, I have your back.
Thank you.
Your family. And you're also the closest thing my dad has come to for a laugh. So that says something.
Yeah, it does.
But I think whatever decision you make, you're gonna feel weird about. Because ever since I killed that dragon, I've been feeling weird about all the decisions I've been making. I know finding Flock and killing dragons are removed from each other, but this is the closest thing I got to a shared experience.
I appreciate it.
So, you want to go back in, or do you want a moment to yourself?
I would like a moment to myself, if that's okay.
Okay. And Brandy walks inside.
How's he doing?
Bad, but a kind of bad we can't really help him with.
You think he's just gonna go?
I don't know.
What's Shepard thinking about?
Shepard is thinking mostly two thoughts that go in two different directions. Shepard is thinking that in the entire time he has been away from home, there is not a single thing he's wanted more than, obviously, other than finding his flock, but to return home, to return to the way things were in his life at one point. But Shepard's also learned that life sometimes is fun with a little chaos. Shepard really likes all the people he's with right now. If Shepard has to choose between his family and his chosen family, it's not going to be an easy decision.
Do you want to make him choose? Or do you want to try and carve out something different for him?
He has one thing he wants to try before making a decision.
Of course.
Shepard will return inside and ask to speak to Karasat alone.
Fine. And he kind of leads you up a ladder up to the deck of the ship up above. Clouds and fog having cleared away, and you see a brilliant black night sky scattered with stars. It's a similar kind of sky that you've seen back home.
Karasad, I can't tell you the last time I just looked at stars.
Really?
We're just always living with our heads down, doing what we're supposed to do, going from place to place. We just never take the time to look up.
We do it for our country, for our society, for the betterment of us all. You know that.
Yeah, I know that.
So then why... And give me an insight check while you're at it.
Okay. The insight mobile.
7.
Stars.
There is a glimmer. There's a glimmer of like interest in there, but he's always been a hard person to read. He seems interested in what you're saying, yet there's something kind of holding him back from fully like asking questions.
Haven't you ever been curious of what else is out there?
What is that saying? Curiosity killed the cat?
Cats also have 9 lives.
Perhaps, yeah, but what's the point of curiosity if it's just going to get beaten out of you? We must look forward, we must look straight ahead at the horizon of what we will conquer.
But what if you could do both?
Look up and forward at the same time?
Yeah.
You have a second head I'm not aware of?
No, last time I checked, I only have the one. But your attention could be in 2 places at once. More specifically, you and I could be 2 heads.
He narrows his eyes at you, but it's not in... It's not like in a bad way, just in a, where are you heading with this?
I wasn't joking before when I said that learning about the outside world could benefit us, our people.
That is why we were sent here in the first place. Yes.
Exactly. And in our time here, not to compare the work we've done, of course you've done your best and I've the same. Who do you think's learned more about this area?
Are you challenging me again, Shepard?
Just a simple question, my friend.
He rolls his eyes and kind of like crosses his hands over his chest and just goes, "You, I suppose, because you've been fraternizing with those others." He kind of like winces at his tone and just seems to realize something and then just goes, "Because you have made friends with other people."
Yes. Since I've been away from home, and like Shepard kind of like puts his hand on Karasa's shoulder, and trust me, every single day I think about home. I think about the life I used to live. I've learned so much out here. And my knowledge can be our knowledge. I'm not the brightest tool, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but what I can do is this, what we're doing right now. Talking person to person. Did you know that I held a half-hour-long fire safety course.
What?
Room full of people.
He just kind of like shakes his head and just goes, "So maybe you haven't changed all that much." Are you suggesting you fulfill the role of a Hissrod?
I am.
He kind of does this like little gesture with his head. You know that in your society, people don't really choose their roles, they're given. And to outwardly say to a commanding officer, "I want to be this," is kind of just like
blasphemous.
like very much like
Blasphemy.
like you look at your sergeant major and just go like, "I don't want to do this anymore."
Actually, I should be on this platoon.
Actually, I think you're doing your job wrong. Like, it's... You see him hold back the first impulse of what he's going to say, and just kind of instead, like, glare a little bit and go, "You think whoever assigned you role of shepherd was wrong?"
No. They were correct. I have been a shepherd to my flock, to some of our people. But I think that story's closed.
He nods his head. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Why do we have to roll twice?
Yes! 2 sessions in a row where the persuasion comes in clutch.
Oh, man. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Fucking Tony.
That's wild. Thank you, Roll20, for this, by the way.
Brother,
I love you, Roll20. I love you, Roll20.
Brother, you've been banking on your luck
Oh my god.
this entire time just for that one nat 20. Holy fuck.
You know,
Ooh.
I can't think of a better job for you, honestly. You really want to stay here that much?
Yeah, I do.
Fuck.
I really do.
Alright. You know, we're going to come and conquer this place at some point in the future, right? The Arashuk has his sights set on it.
And when that day comes, we will meet again.
Hopefully on the same side.
Of course.
Will you come back and visit?
Of course I'll come back and visit.
Okay, don't get that tone with me.
Why? You just want to just hang out, like you go to some old spots.
Yeah, but okay, we're at work and we're professional.
Very professional.
Yes.
So professional.
You just kind of
but if we could just take just a second to be unprofessional, just for it's just you and I. It's just you and I here.
he just kind of like stares at you in a way that like he has also been missing his home.
Are you ready to go home?
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Don't thank me yet, Shepard.
Thank you for the opportunity, then.
He nods.
We'll move the goalpost.
Yeah, we're not done with you.
I wouldn't dream of you being done with me.
There is a
eyebrow raise.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
There is just kind of like this little glint of the mask like falling a little. And then he just kind of shrugs his shoulders and begins to get up. Well, let's tell everyone the good news then.
Let us.
And you head downstairs. And that's where we'll leave off the session.